The next song I wanted to touch on, Come to the Altar. I know that song. That's an elevation song. And when you look that one up, that's what you're going to see. It's written by Elevation Worship, and all these are published too, the under different music groups. So many of them were published through Bethel and Elevation or Elevation. But the people who wrote the lyrics to Come to the Altar was Wade Joy, Chris Brown, Stephen Furtick, and Mac Brock. So this is mainly an elevation song, and they were the ones that wrote it and published it. The next one, Hymn of Heaven. So Phil Wickham was also there, and he sang Hymn of Heaven. Now, what's interesting is that when you look up who wrote Hymn of Heaven, it's a beautiful song, but unfortunately, not on my playlist. Brian Johnson, Phil Wickham, Bill Johnson, and Chris Davenport, which Chris Davenport has helped to write songs for Bethel and Hillsong. So this is a Bethel song. The Bill Johnson and Brian Johnson helped Phil Wickham to write Hymn of Heaven. Consider that. Consider that, if you will. Now, let me throw this in real fast. And I think I've mentioned this before I go on. I've got a few more that I want to talk about, and then I'm going to switch gears for a little bit. And like I said, this is just informative today, okay? Not going to get into the Bible verses and things, just informative for you to think about this. Really think about it and consider it. Before, if you feel compelled to call me names or Pharisee or a leftist or whatever, if you don't, just please consider what I'm telling you. And if you have a problem with Bethel and elevation and everything, but then you don't want to have a problem with this, that's not being equal in your discernment. So we can't do that. We've got to be equal and fair in our discernment from what the Bible shows us and what we know to be problematic with these things. And this is an inroad into the New Apostolic Reformation. This music is an inroad. It is a massive gateway into the NAR. And people know that. So you're not going to convince me and others who were in this movement for a long time and know the power of music and what it does to people, especially people who are baby Christians or are new believers. I want them to know the truth, and I want them to know, don't even touch this stuff. Don't go near it. I know it sounds appealing to your ear. I know that it has a nice beat to it. It's well produced. They do a fantastic job producing this music. It's well done, but that doesn't mean it's biblical, and it doesn't mean that it's under solid teaching. And what happens is they use this music, as we've already heard, as an inroad to their theology, to their teaching. I promise you, that's what happens. So we've got to be alert. But I do want to say this. There may be some people that will make the point of saying, well, you know that the person who wrote Come Thou Fount went off in their theology later on in their life, don't you? You know that the person Horatio Spafford went off in his faith and went off the deep end that wrote It Is Well With My Soul. You know that those people went theologically off, so why are you okay with their music? Well, because I'm not following Horatio Spafford, and I'm not following the person who wrote Come Thou Fount. And their songs were theologically sound and going back to the Word of God rightly understood. Whereas in this movement, this music leads back to a global church, such as Bethel or Elevation or Hillsong. And what do they teach and preach? A lot of problematic stuff. A lot of eisegesis, narcigesis, prosperity gospel, miracle signs and wonders, apostles and prophets are for today. You can practice hearing the voice of God. You can look at destiny card readings, and that's how you can use things prophetically, and then you can deny that you did it. You can read the physics of heaven, and you can practice some new age things, and you can say that you're taking them back from the dark side or from the new age because they really belong to God, when really that all that stuff is polluted, unbiblical garbage. These songs are leading to a movement. The last time I checked, It Is Well With My Soul doesn't lead to a movement, or Come Thou Fount doesn't lead to a movement. It's pointing us back to the God of the Bible and our need for Him. And so I just want you to take that in consideration. And some people may not agree with that, and that's okay. I just want you to consider this as we are looking at it.